Okay, little bit of a bad hair warning. I'm not really pleased with my hair. That's okay. Well, now that we've got that out of the way. I came home today and I felt very keen on doing a particular video, this particular video that I'm going to present to you. Okay, so it's a couple of days after I had my angiogram. No, that's not what I'm doing. I'm not doing that. It's kind of like the opposite thing. Such good news to report. And I like to report good news to my friends and people who watch me on vidme, and also maybe this is a service to somebody who's not had an angiogram and they don't know what to expect, and they might be afraid. I was afraid before. This is kind of me before. Kind of hungry, kind of need my caffeine, because you fast, right? I've fasted, so I'm hungry and I want my caffeine, and I'm just feeling miserable and frightened. I'm not sure what to expect, but I know it has something to do again with a camera on the end of a wire that they're gonna stick up my groin. Oh yes, I forgot to tell you, the guy who does it through the wrist wasn't available, so I'm going to have it done up my groin. What fun. Not really in a good place, not feeling great, but at the same time a body of relief that it's finally here. It's finally here, the day I've been dreading. Maybe the most of any of the procedures. This one I was dreading the most. You know, I'm always on time. I got to the Toronto East General. They got another name. Damn it, I can't remember. So what I'll do, I'll Google that. I'll put that up here. And I want to make that clear, because I have nothing but good things to say about them. I got there on time, as is my way, and she said, Jay, go up to Jay on the second floor. Go to Jay. And I couldn't find Jay. I'm wandering around. The only thing about the Toronto East General, you better bring some breadcrumbs so you can find your way back. That's a small thing. Criticism. Is that even a criticism? Jay's a small place. It's a small waiting room. And I was pleased that I hardly sat down. They said, we're ready for you. That's it. It was 10 o'clock. But my experience with a lot of clinics and hospitals is they might just say 10, and then it's 10:15, 10:30, and that's not a long wait. But if you're anxious, then you're just going like this, wringing your hands. It's better just get me in there and get this thing out of the way. I just want it done. And then now she's all about take your clothes off, so okay, can have a bit of a fantasy about that, stripping for the nurse. Well, no, she gave me privacy. She closed the curtain and I took all my clothes. Never mind just your shirt, or roll up your sleeve. Take all your clothes off and wear those gowns. I thought, am I going to wear those gowns today? Yeah, I got to wear those gowns. And they really do show your bum. I thought that was always just a joke. They show your bum, but they were nice. They gave me 2 gowns so I could put one around the other way and cover up, because I don't know people want to see my. You want to see my bum? I don't know people want to see my bum, really. It's not a bad bum for an old man. Why am I talking about bums? Old pervert. It's a little bit dramatic. I'm lying in the bed waiting. They roll my bed. Did they roll the bed? Yes, they rolled the bed, and they rolled me past another guy coming out, kind of lying with a little demure smile on his face. Not really inspiring, but I don't know what they did to him in there. Might have been a different thing. I hope he's all right. I shouldn't laugh. Poor guy. They roll me in there. That's a wonderful big room. It's exciting. It's very roomy and it's bright, and a nice fancy bed with things attached to it, like the beep beep machine that tells you that your heart's still working. And what really impressed me was there's that bed there, and then right up against the wall there's a big screen. Big old flat screen. So we're going to watch repeats of The Big Bang Theory, maybe. Is that what we're going to do? No, No, wait till I tell you. It's exciting. So they got me from that bed to the other bed. I already had my clonazepam, so it was the doctor's opinion that I shouldn't have anything more. Don't need anything more. So I have to tell you immediately, I'm here in Toto's, Africa. Now why is that important? I don't know. Reminds me of a simpler time in the 80s when I wasn't doing all these tests and I was a young man. It was relaxing for me. I enjoyed it. And sort of smelled like the beach in there. How? I don't know. I don't know how. It smelled like the beach. It was relaxing. And there's a few assistants in there. There's a few people. And there was Sue, I remember, because she said, how would you like to be called? And I was so pleased because in the hospital, they look at my health card and they call me Robert Merkley, Mr. Rob. And I said, I'm so glad you asked because I'd really rather you call me Bob. And already I'm less tense that you're calling me Bob. Everyone loves Bob the Builder and SpongeBob and Bob Barker. My mother used to call me Robert when I was in trouble. She said, yeah, I'm Sue, and it's because I'm Susan, and I like to be called Sue. And talking about nicknames, I guess what I'm trying to paint a picture is the atmosphere in there was really light. It was beautiful in a way. It wasn't, I think the procedure would have been much more daunting if it had been kind of one of those television hospital scenes, you know. Patient is prepped and ready. Please apply the catheter. How is the patient's heart rate? Heart rate normal, doctor. Inserting catheter. Patient is hemorrhaging. Apply the thing. I'm not doing a very good job of this, but no, they were having a bit of a party. They had their favorite 80s music on, and you know, the doctor was a sweetheart man. He said, don't you worry, things will be okay. I love this guy. I'm going to try to find his email. I have to send him a thank you. You know, one of them, her name was Angel. And that, to me, in my state of mind, was just a beautiful omen that we had an angel in the room. I mean, they even said that. That must be, they must tell everybody that. That's their favorite running gag, you know. But to me, it was kind of a lovely omen, or a lovely... To say omen? Omen has a negative connotation. I can't think of the word. It's killing me. So, really sweet heart people in there, and he's saying, now I put the cold stuff on you. People don't like the cold stuff, but it's just for a minute. I didn't mind the cold stuff. It was just cold. That's all it was, and that was all up and down both legs. Maybe that was the anesthetic. I think of local anesthetic as a needle, but maybe that's how they do it now, and that's why it's so cold, because it's freezing your legs up, because Mr. Angiogram's going to stick a catheter in your groin. If I'm honest, that felt a little unpleasant. He had a bit of an oops moment where he was starting to put in the camera on the wire, and he kind of... Remember I said I was afraid they'd take a wrong turn? I think he did for a second, and it kind of... Ow! That really hurt, and he apologized. He's a sweet man. This guy was sweet. I'm sorry, Mr. Mert. I just touched the side of your artery. God, is the whole thing going to be like this? No, it was not like that. And that was just like a legitimate, maybe he sneezed. I know Bill Cosby is really discredited, but if you ever find his old album where he does the oops thing, it's funny. It's still funny, even if we found out Bill Cosby's a pervert. The more I thought of this camera going up my groin, up my leg, to my heart, the more tense I got, just thinking about it. So if I have advice to you, don't think about that. Think of anything else at all, because then you're going to be pleasantly surprised that you don't feel it. You honestly don't feel it. Maybe initially, when he's doing the initial excavation and preparation, you know, finding the artery, a little uncomfortable, maybe a little bit pain, little bit. And then after that, he's got that going up, and he's got R2D2. He's got beep, take picture there, beep, take picture there, take picture there. Exciting. I couldn't believe how excited he was getting over the pictures of my heart. Look at that picture of, I'm going to take a picture of that. That looks great. Your heart looks great. I'm going to get some great pictures. And he's kind of pressing on me a little bit. He says, sorry, I got to press on you a bit because I like to get really good pictures. This is a great heart. Have a look. You got a great heart. I'm taking some. He was like a guy on vacation in Paris at Notre Dame. Click, the Eiffel Tower. This is beautiful. Look at that Pont Neuf. And he said he invited me to look over at the TV. And I thought, oh, good, reruns of MASH. But no, I can't stress how beautiful this moment was. That I saw my heart, my actual heart. And I could see the veins, because they have a dye in there, you can see these things just pulsing and working for me. Hey Bob, I'm working for you. This is your heart. Honest to God, this is your heart.